Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is May 3rd of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage an apocalyptic, earth-changing asteroid, comet, or meteor strike targeting planet Earth on the date of May 4th of 2025. For those of you that are unaware, May 4th is May the Force be with you Day. It's essentially Star Wars Day because Star Wars premiered on May 4th of 1977. Obviously, this involves the word star, which is another planet, because they plan on crashing a fake asteroid, a fake star, into Earth as pretext for a mass extinction event. As with most terror events and assassinations and wars, they tend to start during a live TV broadcast when millions of people are watching. And this is the case on Sunday, May 4th, where you have two Game 7s. Game 7s, for those of you unaware of the sports world, Game 7s are the best of seven during the playoffs, and we have the Golden State Warriors, a team which has won the championship multiple times in recent years, against the Houston Rockets, a Game 7. And then we have the St. Louis Blues versus the Winnipeg Jets, also a Game 7. So you're going to have the entire nation of Canada watching, and then you're going to have a large segment of the U.S. population watching these two Game 7s, which tend to have extremely high viewership due to their intensity and the matchup between the teams being obviously pretty close. So what we know about asteroids, fake asteroids, is that they're a combination on the ground. They're usually going to be targeting sites which a tragedy happened, such as the Titanic sinking or a plane crash or a high-profile assassination, where they use the emergency at that given particular time to install massive amounts of explosives in the ground. And then what we have is heavy lift rockets from SpaceX and from NASA that are up in lower Earth orbit, and those are going to create the background, like all the streaking stars. For most people that are unaware, most of the shooting stars that you see in the sky are actually just basically fireworks from satellites to make it appear that there's stars floating around in our atmosphere. So it's going to be a made-for-TV event, and so we know it has to happen at night in order for them to sell it. So it's going to be during a live sporting event. It's going to be at night. There's going to be 3 huge explosions, and these are going to be on the ground. And then they're going to say that Earth was struck by 3 rocks. The word trick is try and rock, 3 rocks. So they're planning on basically tricking humanity into thinking that there's going to be some sort of apocalyptic extinction event, because after these 3 massive explosions, they're basically going to start a global biological pandemic, claiming that the asteroid had some sort of biological contagion that humans were not adapted for, and then they're going to wipe people out under the guise of this. So this is going to be a apocalyptic, earth-changing event, and they're probably going to spray the skies with chemtrails to make it appear that dust is in the atmosphere, and then people are going to start dying in mass. Basically, they're basically going to wipe humanity out under the guise of this extraterrestrial attack, if you will. Exactly which asteroid they will scapegoat for this impending asteroid attack on the date of May 4th is obviously not known. If you go to my blog, 911truther.org, I've listed all these potential near-Earth objects, but one in particular stands out, which is near-Earth object, or NEO, 612356 2002 JX8, which is slated to pass Earth on May 9th of 2025. This one in particular, just because the name is so long, and generally they're just a short number because they're all fake. It's essentially they've created this fake narrative that there's millions of space rocks flying around in outer space in lower Earth orbit, and then of course one of them is going to strike the Earth, right? It's just the probability, right? So obviously this cannot be allowed to happen. But if it does happen, just remember it's going to be 3 huge explosions on planet Earth, a cascading meteor showers. These are going to be executed by SpaceX and NASA rockets. We saw this with the SpaceX rocket just a few weeks ago. It made this huge, looked like falling stars, and so it's going to be a kind of a visual effects, if you will, and it's going to happen at night, and it's going to happen most likely in the northern hemisphere, because the CIA has sold the public on the notion that the Earth is this round ball, and the United States and Canada and Greenland and Europe are on top, and then South America, Australia, and everybody's down here. It's actually not the case, obviously. So although there's a possibility they could stage an asteroid strike targeting Brazil or another South American country, but it's this concept that the top would get hit because these rocks are coming down. So that's the narrative that they want to sell, and so it's most likely going to happen at night during a live TV event with millions watching, most likely a sporting event or some sort of high-profile television event such as a Super Bowl or the Oscars or the Emmys or something like that. And then, of course, it's going to be 3 explosions, and then they're going to, shortly thereafter, it's going to be a biological outbreak. So obviously, if this happens on May 4th or any other time in the future, I kindly ask you to download this video and share with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. I have been writing about fake asteroid attacks for almost 10 years now, and they just came out with a recent movie called Don't Look Up, which is obviously about a asteroid attack on humanity. And if you want to check out the trailer, you can see that online. But obviously, they're gearing up. There was just a bunch of articles this week about an asteroid attack on Earth, and so they're getting everybody ready for it. And I believe May the 4th be with you. The Star Wars Day is the day when they plan to do it. So obviously, praying for a non-eventful May 4th. Peace.